I'm live. Hi. How y'all doing? It's been a while. YouTube. I'm back again. I'm going to do some more things on YouTube because I think it's important. There's been some censoring going on, and then not censoring. Censoring, not censoring. I could be wrong there. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, but it doesn't matter. Here's what matters. Is I got a story to tell. This is my story, and I think it's going to relate to you and your story. So, just a quick reminder, if you haven't been following my story, 2 weeks ago I was beaten and tortured by 6 RCMP officers and thrown in a cage for 10 hours approximately, naked, bloody, choking on my own shit, and internally bleeding and stuff. Anyways, no medical attention, no one to talk to, no one knew I was there. Short story, they made me walk home. I walked home in my bare feet with a bag saying property of, what is it, the Attorney General, I guess. I didn't talk to that guy. I didn't talk to anybody. No one took my statement. They didn't charge me with anything. They should not have touched me in the first place. And it's all like fucking on film and shit. And I wonder who I go to talk about it. So, today, 2 weeks later, and I'm a quick healer, but I'm still fucking in pain. Anyways, you fucking do not judge a book by its cover. Looks can be very fucking deceiving. Alright? First of all, consider the people that you work with. Lady that I talked to, RCMP officer just outside of my place, room 240 at the Beaumont Motel, coming to you live in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. The heart of the Okanagan. What were we talking about? It was just me and you, right? It was just me and you talking. RCMP officer, whatever your name is. Woman. Vehicle number 1101, right? 1101? I think it is. Anyways. You took a partial statement from me in regards to this. Looks can be very deceiving on that end too, huh? You said, well, if that really happened to you, how could you be moving? That's a very legitimate question. I've been beaten before, eh? I'm a really quick healer, ask anybody. And it was the worst beating I've taken. And I'm still healing. So, now that that's straight. So right off the bat, you don't believe me, my story. That's a problem, right? So citizen from across the street comes to you and says that they have been beaten and tortured by someone. Now it's the RCMP, you don't care. But it could be true, right? And if it isn't true, I'd be in a lot of trouble right now. That's true. I think so. Defamation of character or something like that. They could have me on all sorts of things. But they tried to get me on disturbing the peace, but they were the ones who disturbed my peace in the park. I never showed any violence towards them at all. And they beat and tortured me and kicked me so hard in the chest repeatedly that they gave me a heart attack 3 days later. Couldn't find an ambulance or anybody to help because of COVID-19. So I email a friend and I try to meet him on the highway. And as I'm walking, I notice the police show up. I ditch my stuff. I get into my running pants. And they put on their sirens. And they circle back. I flag down a transport truck. He zooms past me. I go into the bushes all night to die. I came back. You did not kill me. Okay, so where's the report of that, right? Check that out if you're interested in this little thing. This little incident that happened in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada 2 weeks ago. It is Thursday, 10:56 a.m., May 28th, 2020. I just talked to you about an hour ago, if you're listening, that one RCMP officer in 1101 vehicle number. I don't know much about you. You're new. A lot of new people coming. Don't form opinions until you get all the facts. And then use your intuition. Use your intuition. Very important. These meatheads, these violent individuals, these pack animals, these cowards, because they hunt in packs, right? They can't take on a conversation. No, that threatens them. Because they know they're in the wrong. Right? Right. Silent protest. What does that look like? Guy sitting in the park with his hands interlinked, his fingers interlinked in front of him. And you rip him apart. You beat him apart. You put a bag over his head. You simulate drowning. I could not breathe. Very fucking serious. So, looks can be deceiving. I come to you in your car and I ask you, who do I go to? You have already prejudged me. You have already written a story in your head because you have gotten one side of a very lopsided story, because the only story that matters is mine, because it's the truth. You got crooked cops, crooked RCMP in Penticton, and there's a group of them. They're a gang of some sort. Those are pretty horrible allegations, wouldn't you think? It's the truth. One of my superpowers is that I don't lie. Is there anybody there? COVID-19 is a manufactured pandemic. It's a manufactured story to control the world population and subsequently make it so that the population decreases. How do you do that? Well, there's a number of ways. It's been done before. It's tried, done, successfully to some degree. Hitler did it for your safety. For your safety, we're going to quarantine you. For your safety. If you're in a position of authority right now, it is incumbent on you, not me, it's incumbent on you to monitor your own organization, not me, Not us. You. Has it gotten so bad that the indigenous population in Canada want to wear your skins as coats? It's a pretty sad statement, but it's true. That's a fact. And then they use military police, RCMP, the ones that are supposed to protect our rights. Pipelines. Fracking. Tar sands. Shitty industries. Guess who protects them? RCMP. Think over your job. If you're in a community and you're not from here, get to know the people. That's a smart thing to do, don't you think? RCMP, Royal Canadian Military Police, the ones that are supposed to be here to protect us. The only ones in my lifetime that have ever protected anybody in my sphere is me. Fact. It's on record. And I'm a nobody. You got the guns. You got the authority. You got the badge, the spray, the body armor, the tanks. The cars, the boats, the trains. But you're beating up on people who don't have shit. You're hurting the ones that are hurting. In my town, this is happening. Nobody fucking cares. The apathy is so fucking thick that nobody cares. And it doesn't go checked. And the RCMP should be checking itself, not us. There are crooked cops in my fucking town. Room 240. Someone can come. Take a full statement. You are welcome inside my domicile. My home. Where no one can tell me to leave. Know your rights. Know your rights. Because some of these guys somehow find their way together. And I don't know what extent, to what extent, but something. The burden of proof is not on me. It's on the RCMP to investigate these things. People are going missing. Get it through your fucking heads. Please. It is serious. People are going missing. The men in our town, this town, are getting beaten. Across Canada, we have the fastest homeless growing population in the entire world. Canada. The fastest growing homeless population in the entire world last year. And it might be the same this year. Per capita. It's bad. Wake up. Do something. Because it's going to be you next. COVID-19. Do you think this ever ends? The number of diseases that you can put a name to and find that people are dying from? This trick never ends. You know why? Because the people are gullible. The people are gullible. They buy whatever you're selling if you say it's important. Anyways. What were we talking about? Looks could be very, very deceiving. This is true. But you know what a telltale sign is when somebody's lying? There's a few of them. Telltale sign is they keep on trying to back up their story. But they get increasingly mad. And they get increasingly volatile. You can see it in the way they approach things. There's always a problem. And it's always somebody else. And they never make a mistake. Does that make any sense that an RCMP officer would never make a mistake? Do you make mistakes? Do we make mistakes all the time? Yeah, we do. So you can't be right all the time. But that is how they think. That they are right all the time. Okay, fact check. Those 6 police officers combined, I'm smarter than all 6 of those officers combined. Now, does that get me anywhere? No. Not when the stupid ones have guns. And they're rounding up the intelligent ones. And the marginalized ones. And the weak ones. And the honest ones. They're rounding them up. They're rounding them up in the United States. Have you noticed how many mass graves that they have dug? Because of COVID-19 for your safety? Does that not sound familiar? Hitler said this. For your safety. My family. My mom's side. Koos. K-U-U-S. Koos. Left occupied Europe. On a boat. Came to Canada. For the very reasons that are happening now in Canada. Right? But now it's actually worse because it's all around the world. So no matter where you go, you can't leave it. So we got to do something else. There's only a few of them. And not all RCMP are bad people. You just got a shitty organization and it's probably not going to last very much longer. You should probably find another job. Period. That's it. No big deal. You'll find it. You're one of the good ones. Right? These violent, unredeemable people need to be dealt with. Unredeemable. Unredeemable. They tried to kill me for no reason. They tried to kill me. 6 RCMP officers, Royal Canadian Military Police, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The police in my town in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. 6 of them tried to kill me. At least. They're dirty. No one's taken my statement. There's no media in town. Just the way they like it. I've been here for 18 years. I raised 2 kids here. I had a few businesses. What does it matter? I'm retired now. And I live at the Beaumont Motel. I have no expenses. How often can you raise the rent around here? How often? Never judge a book by its cover. Just because they seem naive does not mean they are naive. Just because they are playing the part of a fool does not mean that they are a fool. That would be your last mistake. So we got some things to figure out in my city. City Hall, RCMP, federally. If I can't get it done here, I'm biking to Ottawa. Because I got no money, I got no bank, I got no job, I'm retired, and the government doesn't do shit for me. So why would I go to Ottawa? I'm going to Peterborough. Because why not? A friend of mine's going there. He's my brother. Did you know he's my brother? You fucking people. A landlord. You didn't even ask his name. You didn't stick your hand out to shake it. Landlord, when you came in and I invited you to come in because we're friends. And you told me that my life is going downhill, so you're going to have to ask me to leave. Remember this conversation? Landlord. At the Beaumont Motel, which is a pleasant place, although lately not so much. Home. What does that look like to you, landlord? Home. What does that look like to you, Royal Canadian Military Police? What does that look like? Home. The earth is our home, right? What if I didn't have a passport? Or a driver's license? Or a care card? Or a birth certificate? Or a social insurance number? What if I didn't have all that? Scary world. Nah. All in good time. All in good time.